Greetings. So, here, because I can't stand this color, it's bad, it's patchy, I don't like the shade, everything about it is bad. Let's just ignore this. That's the blue section. We're just going to pretend isn't there. Yeah, so this is what I'm starting with, or ignoring this, my blue section. And I decided I want teal hair, which is basically kind of like this, but darker. So this is what I got mixed up. I think I'm going to do the roots and then dilute it a bit. It is a mixture of, like, I'm never going to be able to recreate it. It's mostly, well, it's not mostly anything. It's parts Exmondo turquoise, evil hair, pastel minty teal, which is the color that was this fill, and another green color that is a diluted green that I had mixed up. I have no idea what it was. Possibly pulverite. I don't know. I just genuinely have no idea. And some pervonite green. So there's many things happening. It's a pretty color. So we'll see how this goes for me. And it's literally like the color I have, but darker. So let's be real. As much as I try to have light colored hair, I don't really like having light colored hair. So, and we gotta do something about blending this blue as much as possible without just having straight up blue hair. I also have a long-term goal of green. I don't just want to go straight to dark green just yet. That will probably be next. But we'll see. Because I'm also known to be impulsive, but I might change my mind between now and then. So, I played through Tears of the Kingdom 3 times, 100%ed it once, and then I had nothing to do with my life. It turns out that right now, for my mental status, I really do need something that absorbs all my attention. I might have mentioned this before, but I really need something to completely focus all my attention on. So I decided I'd play all these Zelda games. And I recently just finished Majora's Mask, which I've played before. I'm old enough to have had an N64 Majora's Mask. Actually, fun story, in the N64, I think it was when it first came out, but regardless, it was around that time. My parents got it for us for Christmas, and when we got it, it was open, because my mom had been playing it for however many months at home while we were at school. So, fun story. Opened at 64. But I think that was the first Zelda game I ever played. So great enough time. Good game. It's after, actually, let's go on with Nintendo stories. My brother and I also, he's a year and 9 months younger than me. It seems like we were deceptively spoiled because we each had a Game Boy, and Game Boys were a thing, but that was actually because my parents bought us one to share, and we shared it, but they couldn't share it, so we got a second Game Boy so my parents could each play Game Boy once we'd gone to bed. Fun story. Totally spoiled. Anyway, I played through Majora's Mask, and I think it was the first time I ever got all the masks. If you're not interested in Zelda, too damn bad, because I'm going to talk about Zelda. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I got all the masks, and thus got the Fierce Deity mask. Man, that shit is OP. But sometimes. Because of course back when I did play them on the N64, you know, PC and internet wasn't really a thing, at least it wasn't in my household. So yeah, walkthroughs were not a thing unless you had a subscription to Nintendo Power, and we definitely did not. And to rely on my rich cousins who had a subscription to Nintendo Power. Yeah, one of the first things I did when I had like finished university, moved out, was making my own money, was subscribed to Nintendo Power. Just because it's something I wanted so much in my childhood, and I was like, yes, Nintendo Power subscription. And I canceled it because, you know, I don't play enough games to need a Nintendo Power subscription. But yeah, so I do have a half-finished Ocarina of Time playthrough on my GameCube, because yeah, I've still got my GameCube. Also one of my first semi-adult purchases. Didn't play that Wind Waker, right? Basically, I buy a Nintendo console when there's a new Zelda game for it. So I don't have a Wii U, which is annoying because that means I don't have the HD Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I really wish they would have released those on the Switch. I'm not going to go out and like find a used Wii U. I really want them on the Switch. Anyway, I think I've left that playthrough for too long to go back to it. So I was like, maybe I'll play the Oracle games because I signed up for the Switch Online thing, subscription, whatever. And yeah, then I was like, why don't I start playing at the beginning and play them all through? I haven't played the original one in so long. Thank God for walkthroughs for that game, man, because I finished in I have still one more dungeon to go, but 2 days versus the months it would have taken. And I get that it's kind of about exploration, whatever, but I don't have time for that, patience for that. Walk through, power through, pow, pow, pow. But then that leaves me with Zelda 2 next. I almost don't want to finish Zelda 1 because I tried playing Zelda 2 once and it's so damn hard. Like, the whole side-scrolling thing, I just can't quite do it. Or at least I couldn't when I tried it before, and things probably haven't changed because I'm a worse gamer now than I was then. But yeah, when I was in university, I had this tiny little TV. It was like a hand-me-down from my parents when they got a bigger one. I had a lot of stuff, but it was almost never new, which is fine. I was okay with my little 13-inch TV in my residence dorm. My friend would just sit in my room because he had a shared room. He'd sit in my room and watch me play Wind Waker for hours and hours, which was fun. Yeah, part of the reason I like Wind Waker HD is just how nice it seems to be able to like switch directions on your boat without having to change the wind direction every time. That seems like it'd be really nice. But we'll see. I'd really like them to release it for the Switch, because God knows how long it's going to be for the next new Zelda game. And I'm definitely not going to get a Switch 2 until there's a new Zelda game for it, because it's literally like the only game I really play. I know there's other good games out there, but no, not enough to really capture my attention like Zelda does. This is a really weird sectioning situation I've gotten myself into. Yeah, I think I've played every game except possibly not the Oracle games. I might have, but I'm not totally sure. My boyfriend in university lent me, I'm pretty sure it was more than one Game Boy game. So I think I might have played the Oakley games, and because I don't think it was just Link's Awakening, but maybe it was just Link's Awakening, and my geriatric brain doesn't really know. Anyway, I thought about playing those next, but then I got ambitious. So next time I dye my hair, if I remember, I will update you on my progress. Full playthrough. So I don't know if I'm going to do it all in order or not, because I also fairly recently, did I play all the way through Four Swords recently? Four Swords, yeah, I played all the way through Four Swords Adventures recently. Unless I just abandoned it partway through. I don't really remember. I think so. I don't have the original Four Swords game. Well, I think I do, but I don't have the Game Boy Advance and the stupid connector and friends to play it with. Actually, I think I do still have my old Game Boy Advance. I never get rid of things. The only reason I don't have an N64 is because my youngest brother, we were trying to share it long distance, but he always wanted it when I had it, so it's like, whatever, I give up. I've got the Zelda games I need for N64 on my, I think it was, I don't remember what game it was released with. Maybe it was Wind Waker? If you like pre-ordered or something, I don't know what you had to do, but regardless, I've got a collector's edition on Game Boy with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and like Master Mode for Ocarina of Time. Where was I going with it? Oh right, so I don't need it again. N64. Any of the Mario games on N64 have been re-released, so my arms are sore. Let's see, what else can I talk about Zelda related? That was not the only game that we got that was open. But, yeah, N64, I had some good times there. GoldenEye. Oh, I used to be good at that game. You know, I'd play on multiplayer, but I don't know if I ever actually played through the campaign. Yeah. A couple of Christmases ago, my brothers were like, let's play GoldenEye, and I'm like, yeah. Oh my god, I sucked. I sucked so hard. It was so bad. I couldn't figure out the controls, and like, okay. That takes my way. It takes away my will to play GoldenEye again. I want to like rememorize all the maps, and too much work. That's a good movie too. Tank Chase in St. Petersburg, yeah. My roots seem like they're really long. They're longer than they should be. But I guess it's been over a month since I last bleached them. I don't know. My life schedule and my video schedule are very different. I come to you on like November 20th? What day is that? I have no freaking clue what day it is. November 16th. That's how close I am to knowing the date. Yeah, so it's fairly recent since the Zelda movie announcement, and I follow a ridiculous amount of Zelda tubers. So I don't follow Nintendo, but I follow Zelda tubers, and I like went to my YouTube page and I'm like, wow, it looks like a Zelda movie was announced. Like everybody's got a reaction to it. It's freaking out. I am cautiously optimistic. I haven't seen the Mario movie. I'd probably enjoy it, but I don't go to a lot of movies. Expensive, man. Movies are way too expensive. You like sit in a chair and hold in your pee for hours. And, yeah. So yeah, cautiously optimistic. We'll see how they do. I didn't have cable as a child, so I never watched the Zelda cartoon, but I've heard how horrible it was. Wait, I missed right here. Okay, I'm going to dilute this. Should I just dilute it once? Yeah, I think I'm just going to dilute it once. Where's my conditioner? Oh, I should probably check the time. 16 minutes. I've been talking about Zelda for 16 minutes. I could probably keep going on. I don't really know what my favorite game is. There's too many to choose from. It's hard to not just pick Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I really like Majora's Mask. I know a lot of people, I try to like promote it to people, but they're like, oh no, the time thing, if it stresses me out too much, it's fine. Just play it, it's a good time. You've got plenty of time to get things done before you reset. I know I said I was going to dilute this once, but I'm probably going to dilute it twice because I just decided that now. I'm finally mostly not sick. Mostly. I hate to, I do have that little bit of hipster inside me that's like, I don't want to like something if it's too popular. That's how, like, I like Zelda, it's huge. But I don't want to say Tears of the Kingdom is my favorite. I don't know. It's really good. It's very absorbing. I feel like it gets to be kind of directionless. And when you like replay older games, you're like, eh. Link to the Past is really good too. I don't know. I can't pick them all as my favorite, right? I really like Wind Waker. I haven't played Twilight Princess in an eternity. Like, I don't even know how many years. It's probably been like 10 years. It's also a good game. Once you get past the very slow start. Link's Awakening, I know it's like a sacred cow for a lot of people, but it's not one of my favorites. I think a lot of course, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, I don't think I've played them since they like came out. I'm gonna need to get them back from my friend at some point during my little Zelda-thon. Oh, this looks like such a mess, doesn't it? I'm doing a better job than I did last time because I don't want the patchiness that I got last time. Trying to think of if there's Zelda-related things to talk about. Or at least what other video games I used to play. Well, at one point, I got myself an Xbox because I wanted to play Guitar Hero. We played a lot of Guitar Hero. The house I first lived in after I moved out. So like I had a roommate and there were people downstairs. And a lot of green substances were smoked. A lot of Guitar Hero was played. Oh, still no word from the drywaller. I'm pretty sure I've just given up on him. I don't know if my landlady has. I haven't heard anything about it. There's a little friction between me and my landlady at the moment, but I don't want to get into it. Don't need to discuss my life trauma. Forgot to mush this through here. Might have there too, I don't know. I don't know. I'm mostly okay with the end color. This kind of seems like it'll go well with the end color. I'm gonna put something over it, but actually don't mind it. I think this might end up more blue than I kind of wanted it. Oh well. It's looking awfully blue as I put it on. Yes, I've just given up on the whole, like, let's not blue. We're just embracing the blue. We are working with the blue. The blue is all consuming. Just welcome the blue. Be the blue. Okay, conditioner. Might have been more than I needed, but oh well. Yeah, like this just kind of looks blue. Too late. No, this looks turquoise. Okay. Let's start at the top. Okay, time. 24 minutes. Yeah, I can finish in 6. This time's out after half an hour. Donkey Kong, that's another game. Donkey Kong 64, that is. Another game that came opened, like, mysteriously. My mom doesn't really play video games anymore, though. Yeah, That 2 Game Boy situation as a kid was sweet, though. We didn't have to share because my parents couldn't. Kind of pointless to even try to blend it there because of all the blue underneath, but oh well. It's done, it's done. Maybe I forgot about it. Okay. All right, done. And done. It's totally not grand enough. But well, I will be back tomorrow. We are back with results. He's purring really hard because I just got home from work. I'm not a huge fan. It's more blue than I wanted it to be. There's a bump from having it back all day. Phil, stop chewing on that. God. Put his stupid cat. Of course, we're not looking at this because that's where it was more blue. It's, I don't know. It's okay for now. I'm not living my teal dream, but oh well, it's fine. And yeah, that is that. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I don't think they've seen your face. Look at this little face.